So students, in the earlier video we had started the naming of coordination compounds with this example I was explaining you. In the first point we had studied that the cation is named first, okay, and in the second point we had studied that the ligands are named in alphabetical order, and the third point was that the name of the anionic ligands end in O, and those of the neutral and the cationic ligands are the same except for water, which is aqua. Okay, this aqua word which we use here. Okay, so the next point of this rule was that the prefixes mono, di, tri, etc., that is your tetra, penta. Okay, so there are many prefixes, okay, based on the ligands are used to indicate, okay, they are used to indicate the number of individual ligands. Fine. Okay, the next point of this postulate was that the oxidation state, okay, the oxidation state of the metal in cation, anion, or neutral coordination entity is indicated by a Roman numeral. Okay, here we use Roman numeral. You know what is a Roman numeral. Okay, this you have studied in mathematics. Okay, so it is expressed in normal Roman numeral in parentheses. Parentheses what we call the simple brackets. Okay, so they are shown in parentheses. Okay, and also the last point of this rule was that if the complex ion is a cation, anion, okay, if the complex ion is a cation, then the metal is named as then the metal is named same as the element. Okay, so basically what is saying is that if the complex ion is a cation, okay, if the complex is basically overall charge on the complex is cation, then in that case the metal is same as that of the element. Okay, so now here we had started with an example. So after studying these rules, let's first name this compound. How we will name this? The first rule is saying that the cation is named first, both in positive and the negative charged coordination compounds. Okay, here this part is your cationic part and this one is your anionic part. So here we have to name this first. Okay, next rule is saying the ligands are named in alphabetical order. Here we are saying that there are two ligands, amine and aqua. Okay, this water we call it as aqua. Okay, so here there are two ligands, and here we are saying that the two ligands are in 3 number, means there are 3 amine molecules and 3 water molecules. So here in the 4th point we had studied that the prefixes mono, di, tri, etc. are used to indicate the number of individual ligands. Okay, so here we have to show the number of the individual ligands. Okay, so here there is we will write it as triamine, triaqua. Okay, here we have finished up to here. Okay, as I told you that we have to write it as triamine and triaqua, as the rule says that this tri word is used to indicate the number of the ligand. Okay, so these two are the ligands, and we have named it in the alphabetical order by using tri, because we are having 3 molecules of this ligand. Okay, now the central metal atom is your chromium. Okay, so here we will write it as chromium, and here students there is 3 negative charge outside, means the coordination number in this case, and these 2 molecules are neutral, so in this case the coordination number for chromium will be 3, and it will be shown in parenthesis as the rule says. Okay, as the rule says that we have studied here that the oxidation state of the metal in cation, anion, or the neutral coordination entity is indicated in Roman numeral. That's too in the parenthesis we have to show it. This is the parenthesis, we are showing the coordination number of chromium, which is 3. Okay, and last we are having the anion part, which is your chloride. Okay, this is how we will name the coordination compound.